Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the Sussex Daily News channel. This afternoon, we give you a piece of breaking news. Time to act like a king. Frustrated royal fans demand Prince Charles ends Megxit hell. Today, Express Online reported, a royal fan has urged Prince Charles must act like a king and end the chaos that has plagued the royal family since the release of a bombshell biography about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Twitter user Jenny lashed out after Omid Scobie, one of the authors of Finding Freedom, lifted the lid on the relationship between Charles and Harry. The royal fan has suggested Prince Charles must take back control and king up if he wants his reign to be successful. She wrote, "His personal relationship with Harry is good." What the? Serious? Harry has condoned rabid fans who promote harm to Her Majesty the Queen, Charles, and Camilla and the Cambridges. Harry has thrown his family under the bus. Charles needs to king up and draw the line. The royal fan's tweet refers to reports Meghan and Prince Harry had personally thanked a Twitter user linked to an account that has addressed abusive messages to other members of the royal family. Portuguese Sussex fan Danny Trin said she had been thanked via a phone call by the Sussexes after she helped raise around £45,000 for charity as part of a virtual birthday present for the Sussexes. However, it later emerged Miss Trin was one of 8 people to have had access to an account called Henry's Cousin, which in the past posted cruel messages about other members of the royal family. Meanwhile, the author Phil Dampier was also skeptical of Charles's actions. He said, "What is happening to truth and accountability? The prevailing preoccupation of government and monarchy seems to be nothing more honorable than getting away with it. It makes me feel variously powerless, depressed, alienated, and angry." He continues, "I think of Dominic Cummings driving to Barnard Castle for an eye test and laughing in our disbelieving faces. I think of Prince Charles still conniving to preserve a life of privilege for Harry and Meghan, despite the insult perpetrated by that pair on the British people. Charles is taking a bet that public outrage will die down after a while, and they won't have to give up anything. There is nothing wrong with letting members of the royal family live ordinary lives away from royal duties. I personally believe young royals with a proper opt-out would be better educated, nurtured, and encouraged to fulfill their potential, whether they eventually opt in or not. But opting out should mean opting out of privileges as well as obligations. This is indeed a test for Charles's suitability as king. For me, I fully agree with this fan. The thing is that it is not just one fan's comment. She represents a lot of people. We all are very happy to give Meghan and Harry space provided they pay back all the money used on them in the 2 years they were supposedly a part of the senior royals. And that means money spent on getting the place ready for Kensington Palace, Frogmore Cottage, and money spent on their security, state visit, especially South Africa trip, and a full account of Sussex Royal Foundation. Charles has to show that he is fit to be king and get a handle on this situation. Charles is not showing any honor, integrity, or loyalty to his mother or the crown. His elderly mother would never have allowed this in her younger days. The majority of us are now fed up of the constant feed from this Meghan mouthpiece. Mr. Scobie, who co-authored Meghan and Harry's unauthorized biography, Finding Freedom, also discussed the current state of the relationship between Prince Harry and his father. In an interview with Kate Thornton, Mr. Scobie said, "Someone close to Prince Charles said this was a headache to arrange. Of course, schedules do come into that, but the other reason I was given was that the boys have in the past run hot and cold with their father. He's not just their father, he's also the future king and their boss. He's the purse keeper." Mr. Scobie also said Charles's relationship with his sons was a complex dynamic. He and Carolyn Durand quoted a source saying, "While Charles may be father to Harry, he's also their boss, and that makes their relationship complex for a number of reasons. Charles is extremely focused on his public image, and there have been times Harry has felt that has taken precedence over everything else." Meanwhile, in the latest news, the Sussex Squad also launches an operation to hide bad reviews of Finding Freedom. Dedicated fans of Meghan and Harry have taken to social media under the viral hashtag Sussex Squad, urging supporters to leave positive reviews about a new bombshell book. In the book titled Finding Freedom, co-authors Carolyn Durand and Omid Scobie claim to reveal the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's side of the story following their controversial exit from the royal family. In a series of posts under the Sussex Squad hashtag, Several users have encouraged others to boost the 5-star reviews of the book on online giant Amazon, after the publication divided opinion with several 1-star ratings. On Twitter, one user said, #Sussex Squad, it is very important that we not allow pushing up 1-star reviews on Amazon. Please go and push the helpful on all 5-star reviews, please. Meanwhile, a war of words broke out between crazy fans of Sussex and the royal family. A loyal fan of the royal family protested, Amazon isn't taking reviews on this pile of nonsense, except verified purchasers, having noticed unusual activity. I have a confession. I read it, I know. That's a couple of evenings I won't get back. I gave it 1 star because it arrived on time. Would give it negative stars if I could. Another user discusses, the Sussex Squad has posted some vile messages attacking the royal family, particularly William and Catherine. The Cambridge children are not spared either. This is the group Meghan phoned to thank them for their support. That is the problem with social media. It is full of nutcases, including Harry and Meghan who think it's real. Someone tells them it's not. There is a whole world outside social media. Unfortunately, the really intelligent people in the world see you both for exactly what you are. Clearly, Harry and Meghan used this book to get revenge on the trivial slights they felt were given by the royal family. It's spiteful, nasty. At the end of the day, if Meghan had behaved herself, palace staff would not have had to remind her about her actions. The palace staff has a responsibility to ensure the royal protocol is followed. Mrs. and Mr. Markle are so bad at this, and the Mini Markle fan club are just making it worse. Their PR advisors may be the worst in history. Shooting star fame, based on royal connections, and it will all be over soon. Like Akadu. This bad-mannered woman felt she could do exactly what she wanted, and could speak to staff like servants and demand status she had not earned. Meghan, you flunked the class. Get over it. You are gone now and are back where you belong. Please do not come back. I think you will get booed by the general public. Meanwhile, discuss how Meghan will be able to add politicians. Many fans have inflated the couple. A person told the Daily Mail, I had been dreading silly Meghan's rumored choice to run for US office. Now I realize, should she win a place, it would be the undoing of her. Constituents tire quickly of the grammar a candidate exudes, and will be quick to bombard her with pleas, demands, rebukes, hostility. She cowardly ran away from royal duty. She would become the laughingstock of this nation too, as a laughable president. With her greed mixed with an infantile mind, she would be the quickest impeached. Hope she wears the caped, ghastly green garb to the hearings. Her real love is making appearances, and certainly she, with her self-love, will be the killjoy at smart dinner parties everywhere. Meanwhile, the second wrote, I can't understand how they can both make such a fuss out of trivia and write it down in a book without shame and then go on to claim they can solve world problems they ultimately know nothing about. Do they know what a problem is? Have these two lived in the real world? God help us all if they start meddling in world politics. Miss Markle can't even sort out her own family problems. A fan replied, I'm glad they wrote their freedom book. And you can be sure they did contribute to it. It sums up what we all thought. They really are low-key characters trying to be important, but they are not. Miss Markle is like the Catholic Church. She has chosen to accumulate great wealth for herself by preying on the vulnerable. I wonder how much of that wealth she really will pour back into society to diminish social problems. The odd few thousands and very little else, I imagine. Just like so many other celebrities guiding her own way, it's shameless work blindsiding people with fancy words and quotes in the hope they will go down in history as some kind of liberator. I can see Meghan Markle being a great success in the USA, where so many people are naive, but in the UK, we can see right through her, and hence she was quick to run back home, and we say good riddance. And you? What do you think about them? Please leave your opinion for me to know below, and we can discuss together. If you loved my channel, remember to subscribe to it anytime you want, and don't forget to like and share my video for anyone you think might also be interested. Now goodbye, and see you in the next videos.
Meghan is trying to use her words to please the public, creating a news explosion to attract people interested in them. Their mistakes will be buried deep in the ocean, and they will never be melted, all will walk by their side forever. Their path stretches out long-distant dreams, and those things won't work for lazy and selfish people.